Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Steven Copper, and it's me, Steve, and welcome to Spider-Man demolishes or destroys the Kingpin. So it's actually taken from Superior Spider-Man issue number 14 storyline, and this is amazing story. The Superior Spider-Man you know all about. I'm gonna just give you a gist, whoever is new in this video. So for them, actually Superior Spider-Man is the Spider-Man, but inside Dr. Otto Octavius' soul is inside the Spider-Man, and sorry, and Peter Parker, it's not there. Peter Parker's soul is not in that body. So we get to see that in Hell's Kitchen, the Shadowland, where every people near to the Shadowland, everyone is living in fear because they don't like the surroundings of the Shadowland, and whatever sounds comes out from the Shadowland because tortures happen and lots of bad things happen because Shadowland, the castle, or you can say the big gigantic portion of that building apartment, is owned by Kingpin, and it is the headquarters of Kingpin, and headquarters of Kingpin means every bad things is happening there. And we get to see some of the few guys of the neighborhood, a dad with his son, they get really scared. Suddenly they saw something that they are shocked. On the other side, we get to see in the Shadowland, that castle, Kingpin is planning something big. Actually, whenever Spider-Man is killing all the head of other crime families, it's a big chance for Kingpin because he's getting the only crime family who is left in the New York City, and he is thinking that other crime families are gone, so that means he is the owner, or he is the real king of the New York crime family. That time, suddenly when a sound come, Kingpin opens up the door and he get to see a big giant spider robot is standing over there, and with his lots of mini spider robots that is controlled by Spider-Man, and his spider army is over there. And suddenly that means Spider-Man suddenly Spider-Man orders them to kill whoever in this one with Kingpin, to kill all of them and to destroy the full Shadowland, that castle and everything. So when the people, they're shocked because they can't able to believe that the Spider-Man is really doing that thing. This thing is really happening. Someone is destroying the Kingpin. So they never expected that this could happen. So Spider-Man just started to fight with the goons of Kingpin and with the other ninja fighters. And Kingpin has a friend, that is Hobgoblin. And Hobgoblin has also his henchmen. Spider-Man started to fight with them, and he's literally winning with his Spider-Man army because he is the brain with Dr. Otto Octavius, and he is brutal. He never stops for anyone or not stops for mercy. And suddenly we get a call for Spider-Man, and he get to see the call is from J. Jonah Jameson. And Spider-Man says first that he's in the middle of something. So J. Jonah Jameson just insists him to take the call and insist him to talk with him, and suddenly J. Jonah Jameson just bust out with shout because what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, Peter or Spider-Man? Actually, you shouldn't do this one. So Spider-Man that time says that according to the history and according to the data of the Avengers and Luke Cage and everyone, Iron Fist, like people, this Shadowland, this building should never stay this much long because it is full of crime, it is full of criminals. So you should have done it a long before time. You should have destroyed this building, and whatever I am doing right now is the good thing. So J. Jonah Jameson accepted that one because Spider-Man started to blackmailing him because once the rat thing happened, that time Spider-Man has a video footage in that phone. J. Jonah Jameson was ordering like killing someone, and that phone is using by the Spider-Man to against J. Jonah Jameson. And on the other side, we get to see Kingpin with Hobgoblin goes underground to a room where a sim lookalike, some person is there eating food, popcorn, chicken wings, and playing games, or just seeing Game of Thrones, I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to get a hit from Game of Thrones for this copyright. So anyway, we get to see Kingpin just kill that buddy and says to Hobgoblin that this man, whoever just he killed him, hey, this man is a full DNA replica of Kingpin. So when the place will go burn down, people will think that Kingpin is dead. But saying this one, Kingpin just goes away or escape that place with a single sitting submarine and tells Hobgoblin to find your own path. So Hobgoblin finds his own path and get away from that place, as he saw a spider bot in front of him, but the spider bot was hacked by Green Goblin, and Hobgoblin that's why get away from that place, and Spider-Man didn't get a notification because the spider bot was working for Green Goblin and it's not sending any information to Spider-Man. That's why Hobgoblin goes away from that place, and on the other side we get to see the full Shadowland, that Hell's Kitchen is down and Spider-Man is winning the match with his spider army. So every neighborhood people is happy, they're cheering for them, but Spider-Man announces that this cheer what we have done is goes for J. Jonah Jameson. He is the great man and he has ordered and he has supported us with heavenly nature to do this one. That's what had happened. So we get to see on the next day the people of Shadowland, they are really happy and they are leading a good life, but there is something still seeing something that is going bad. That is Goblin army. The henchmen of Goblin see a lot of bad things that are happening, and these guys are going underground and these guys are recruiting the new mobs and the new guys, and right now the Goblin army is recruiting those guys who just escaped that Shadowland fight, and they are the henchmen of Hobgoblin and Kingpin. So Green Goblin says that time that right now Kingpin is gone because he doesn't know that Kingpin is escaped, but he knows that Kingpin is gone and every crime family, the head of the crime families are dead. So right now New York is mine. So that means Green Goblin thinks that he's the rightful owner of New York right now and he is the king of the crime. So that's why it happened. So that's how Spider-Man destroyed partially the Kingpin, but Kingpin is alive, but they don't know what happens next. So if you guys give it a like the story, then I'm gonna come out with another story, and that will be Superior Spider-Man versus Hobgoblin. That is actually the Superior Spider-Man issue number 15 and 16. So if you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more.